come this way. I'll direct you to the bridge. Be prepared to board the Ragnarok. Yes. No better time than right fucking now, dude. I'll be impressed if there's a cutscene that isn't voiced from here on out. This feels like everything they'll want people talking. Is this inside the ship? When did we turn into fucking Star Ocean, bro?
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
All right.
It's incredible.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open.
You may depart when ready. Oh boy.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Icose!
Engage!
Engage!
Whoa, shit! No smelly player characters to slow down the frame rate. We're Star Oceaning the fuck off this planet. See y'all later, losers. I just got an idea for another game to play. What the fuck is happening? I was like, did Charlie just explode? Yo! They're hitting us with the fucking summon animation. Summon animation to cap off all summon animations, dude.
Ah! That I must carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
We've beaten your ass so many fucking times.
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory. and thus it is an occasion to rejoice.
Rejoice! He said it.
Let us revel!
Oh my god.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
Yo. I didn't expect them to talk to each other. I was just like, oh, it's just gonna be a nice, pretty summon animation. Like a really sick ass, like FF8, FF9, FF7 summon animation.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping Way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch. All right, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway.
Yeah.
From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used Dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Just don't do anything I wouldn't. Like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits. And you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit. What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment. Greetings.
Hi, Meteon.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end.
Bruh, oh my god!
Those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
by the Fury.
Thancred?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
What the fuck just happened?
This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End. In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell. So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
What the fuck happened to Thancred? I guarantee you will be help in these strange surroundings. I've readied a provisions note in case of emergencies. Encounter any real danger, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. Nice use of Greek lettering. A strange new world. Fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely, I suspect. Given the torpid, stale quality of the air. Never mind that, we must find Thancred. Not to stray too far, lest we lose sight of one another. I actually haven't even bothered to look at the map. I don't know how big this place is. I don't know if I want to look. A part of me wants to just believe this area is huge. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the chat in-game and switch it to what is just a log of events. Add to text boxes from story mode. Yeah, that cutscene was creepy, guys, huh? This is the dragon's homeworld, isn't it? Baron, I see no one else in this barren waste. Do you? What I feel like we're not alone. Another presence with us, something dark and mournful. Do we ask the stellar dragons? This looks like something we recognize. Structure here in front of me, a tower of some sort, particularly melted or partially melted. Twist of fate, seem our perception of this place is not so different as it would be elsewhere. What as I used to see it? Feels as though I am dreaming while awake. This is more than a faded memory Meteon led us to believe. Metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely sometime in the distant past. Wait a second, this is Omega! It does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately, rather it calls to mind discriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. It all makes sense. The stellar dragons, this is like the dragon's homeworld, but this is also where Omega came from. Thought this hill might afford a better view of the surroundings. Poor decision in hindsight. Besides, the light from the ship is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. Near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Finally, chicken tender. Yeah, this also, now that I think about it, this looks like a bit like the arena from E10. Not E10, oh my god, O10. Remember, we have a fight with Midgard Summer in his prime as Omega remembers it. That area looks a bit like this. Obviously, that place would be a complete planet. But the ground looks correct. Instead of these pillars of essence. Able to find anything? Nothing at all. And still no trace of Thancred. Nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see. You can't see very far. I can't help but suspect someone or something is here. Times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Feelings of death and anguish. Felt it too when I was near that thing. What is this being, creature I've never seen before? What are you talking about? There's nothing there? Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Well, I found one more question. We are in desperate need of answers. Fair stretch of terrain from the ship's starboard. We've yet to explore. You know, that's actually an amazing solution for why the fuck can the NPCs not see the enemies that are around them. Finally, one knocks it right out of the park. Holy shit. Try searching there then. A word before we join the others. You see it. You see it. You see it. You see it. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. I doubt your bond with Midgard Somewhere and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Aetheris? Bah. Better leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? Their original home world. Come on, I say, piece it together.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not? Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words. Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business. Huh?
Yeah?
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
Not like that, man. Lieutenant herself said his soul persists. Usually we are still breathing, so if then so, maybe. Despite Meteon's words, Urianger cannot accept his comrade is gone. Soul without body, form of being, with which we are not wholly familiar. We existed in a similar state when we were residing on the first. Circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true. I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice he had afforded us a chance to prevail, not squander it. Ascertain the nature of this realm we might confront and defeat Meteon. Justinian Ret, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. We can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Meteon said these dragons are shadows and shade, a world whose denizens sought oblivion. Okay, so it's not that they're from this world, it's that she just planted them here. So that she could feed off of the negative energies. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost, so glorious, so beautiful. We were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver, no bonds of blood did they share, no convictions did they have to guide them. Oh, right, I'm remembering it wrong. It wasn't that Meteon showed up, it was that Omega showed up. They became eternal rivals. A visitor now to the star, could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feasible flame. How we would adore thee, alas. With time, our flesh out wither, our souls fade. Wait for this march into oblivion. Thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Thou wouldst bid me speak folly, I observe the lesson of stone, I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar, only watch, wait, and end. One sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Amnol, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go if thy will, I will remain. Have to follow this trail to find this Amnol. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I'm beginning to see why. A hatching ground, or it was, I've seen similar on Aetheris. Midgard Sommer's kind must have lived and thrived in a place such as this. Retro said that his father was driven from their ancestral home by way of war and strife. This is the fate of those who remained. Gingerly lifting a large egg from its viscous mire. Formless mass soaking in a pool of embryotic fluid. Stomach turns. Murky liquid has pooled inside the eggshell. Noxious photor. Indicative of contamination. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. Half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. Egg appeared to have been broken from inside out. Perhaps the dragonette within succeeded in hatching. I thought all the eggs had been ruined. The dragonette was indeed hatched. There's no sign of it here. Or its sires, for that matter. Look for them. Start with the cliff top, I'll search the plains. These are only echoes, so yeah, what the heck happened here? A malformed dragonette. Birth defects? Death and disease. The boisterous howling hath been quieted by thy hand, I presume. Thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. See what happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps. Some eggs within Omnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. I do not recognize it. It's twisted and malformed. Not a dragon in truth, a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Huh? Yeah, explain. Descended from the heavens, cold heartless machines, with them, war and death. Fire and fury, rage and rancor. We gave answer. A long and bloody battle, only the beginning. Until chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. When they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition, abandoned to our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild. It was a futile effort. The purest soil, replete with aether, did we once cultivate our nesting grounds. The lands are barren, the eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. We survived, hatched and emerged as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. There are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are, many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers. And the rival dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. The curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. Still as a stone. Claim your kind is doomed, but there's another star. Leaving Justinian to sigh with frustration. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand. Wish I did not. Fools we were. Now's the time for such thoughts. Others will want to hear what we've learned come. Yeah, this is kind of sad. I'm just gonna sit here until they die. Gotta move. Camera. Any meaningful contact with the dragons? I see. So they wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, right, Justinian. As for our part, we believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. Started by traversing the perimeter of this island, see if there might be a path leading off. Nothing to be found. Would there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that. Tried throwing a stone onto the potential platform to judge its integrity. Never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me. The ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it's too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Meteion told us before, emotions dictate reality here, might be the key. I'm not sorely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. We've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteion's, the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or, rather, they've chosen no path at all. There's no way for the dragons, or anyone on this island. Disheartening though it may be, it's a sound theory. If that's the case, what recourse do we have? They're not like to be so persuaded to help us. The reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteion meant to unmake us. Then and there on Ragnarok, she would have succeeded not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshaped it to a degree. Perhaps it could be done again, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. Ultima Thule's architect, Meteion herself, against whom Thancred did put himself in a clash of willows. Though I marked no leader among them as such, I did chance encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most. Potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course of others. The domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart. Mayhap one of you will fare better. I wonder. Then I shall guide thee. Al-En, they call him, in dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. What do we have to lose? Let's get going. Yeah, Sistinian. Yeah, okay.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Fuck.
Waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Winds are stilled, heavens offer no comfort. Our pride is crushed and our souls are corrupted. Nothing left for our kind. Long lives a curse as we wait the end. Still's the stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin on another star? And yet, upon thee I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord, war on their new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
Mattereth not whether we fly. Ever will sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. On the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from others, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Estinian!
Stay back!
Tire of war, we tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. This is from war, from life.
I see. This is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
No! Not Estinian too!
There's a wind.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
I'll take my happy cutscenes things. You know, whenever you want to give them to me, I'll take them. Done getting her pranked. Gotta walk up this way. Look there, the wind. It is as doing as doing, I'm sure of it. Ride its flow and see where it leads. Powerful gales delivered you to another isle. Other signs should arrive before long. He did it. He found another way for us to go forward. Dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. Sinium knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. He's still fighting Alphino, just like Thancred is. Sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair. We must not either. Elise is right, we must press on, for their sake. Roads paved in sacrifice. Jella and Alice said, we must continue. Notice the change in our surroundings. Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. I notice an area down there that looks way different and way cool. I already recognize this song, by the way. It was in the trailer.